Are you a business owner that could use just one more customer? Those empty tables, vacant appointments, idle employees, and expired merchandise are missed opportunities. What if there were a community that connects you to high-value and motivated customers, giving you a competitive edge in the marketplace and increasing your revenue? Introducing Partners One. You keep doing what you do best, taking care of your customers, and we'll do what we do best, sending you new customers to take care of. Call us today to find out how Partners One can work for your business.
Welcome to the Rocket Right Show, starring Hurricane Betsy Barnes and Dr. K. Solar. Two busy blondes with their fingers on the pulse of all things Louisiana. Events, health, leisure, entertainment, and more. It's the Rocket Right Show. And now, here's Betsy and Kay.
And what could be luckier than two busy blondes wearing green on St. Patrick's Week? So we have a little Irish. And we are very lucky. Yeah. We're lucky to be able to talk to you and enjoy some time together with people that we really do like, and we want to share their stories and their businesses and some new ideas with you. So we are looking forward to learning a little bit more about a new restaurant in the Baton Rouge area owned by Charlie Henry called Finbomb Sushi. Sushi's one of my favorites, so we're going to be talking
but it's sushi and so much more.
It's so much more than just sushi.
Yes.
That's right. And so we're also going to be learning a little bit about a local musician who's kind of making it big in Nashville.
A lot of people may know Benny DiChiara, who, as a businessman, but may not know that he's the lead singer of a Christian rock band that is really getting national attention. So we're going to hear all about it. And then Bird Perkins, the Gala Goes Grease. So we're going to be talking about that. Lots of fun things coming up. And I have been a busy girl getting ready for the 3rd Street Songwriters Festival this weekend, which is moving outdoors just because, to meet all of our guidelines and stuff at the beautiful Pointe Marie. So we've got a fun-packed show for folks.
And as Phase 3 opens up, that means the outdoor concerts and the indoor events can get a little bit bigger. And so we're excited.
Maybe slightly, but we're ready to go past that.
Yes, and we actually are celebrating, almost at the time of celebrating our 6th anniversary on the show. Or is it our
crazy.
7th? It seems like forever, because we started with the 3rd Street Songwriters Festival only the first year, so we're glad about that. But we're always hungry, and we're always looking for something good to eat. And so Charlie Henry is here, and we want to know more about Finbomb, because we're coming to you from the Partners One studio with Pelican Broadcast, Talk 107.3 FM, and KWLA 103.1, All Talk all the time. But we're hungry.
Yeah.
Tell us
all the time, Betsy.
We're hungry. We're talking all the time. So you're a Partners One member and have been, but you've got this new thing that we want to know more about.
Well, what we tried to do with Finbomb was come up with a fast and fresh concept where we could get involved with a niche that wasn't available in the typical sushi market. You've got your sit-down restaurants with the executive sushi chefs and all that, and they do these glamorous sushi rolls. But what we wanted to do is provide something that's fresh and fast, and something that's more affordable to get you in and out.
And clean eating.
Absolutely, fresh fish, fresh ahi tuna, salmon, fresh cut vegetables every day, homemade sauces, all in our poke bowls, our sushi burritos, and our fresh hot ramen bowls as well.
So let's talk about where you're located.
We are on the corner of Lee Drive in Burbank in the Arlington Creek Shopping Center, right next to Rouse's.
Busy location, lots of students.
It is
with
packed.
LSU too.
It's a lot of students. It's a lot of families. We're right there off of Highland Road, right near between Riverbend and Highland Road. So there's families, there's students, there's businesses, and we love the location.
Well, and you're giving people an option where they don't have to travel a little bit further to go get something good, quick, affordable, and it's almost swimsuit season, so we do want to eat clean, maybe not so much fast food like drive-through like that, but something that's really good and nutritious. And so when I looked at your menu, everything looked extremely nutritious.
It is, and we've got a lot of low carb options. Our bowls, you have a choice of our mixed greens. We've brought in some Shirataki Noodles, which I don't know if most people aren't familiar with it.
I like it all.
It's a yam-based pasta-looking noodle. Yeah. And it's basically got less than 1 gram of carb per serving on it.
See, that's great, because a lot of times when people think about sushi, they're thinking rice, they're thinking, even the bowls, with noodles in it, they're thinking, carbs. So that is great to know, because everybody is very carb conscious, these days. And I think we have some pictures of some of the food that maybe you can show that, get everybody's mouth watering, tell us a little bit about, what we're seeing here.
Oh yeah. That's
really
one of our sushi burritos. And with the sushi burritos, we've taken something and we've done the exact opposite. Most sushi rolls, people are familiar with the long rolls, where the rice is on the outside, the sushi is on the seaweed paper and the soy paper or whatever it is on the inside. Mm-hmm. We've taken that and we've given you a choice of either seaweed paper, a sesame soy, or a natural soy, and we've rolled it on the outside so you can actually hold it like a burrito and eat it, and made it into a 9-inch burrito. So it's a complete full meal, way larger than a typical long roll you'll get at a local sushi restaurant. And
definitely easy for a quick pickup.
Correct.
And what is this here?
This is one of our poke bowls, our fresh salmon, our fresh surimi crabs, cucumbers, sliced avocado, and our ahi tuna. And all of our sauces are made in-house. The base on those bowls, again, we've got our typical sushi rice. We brought in a healthier rice. It was created by an LSU professor. It's purple rice, and it's got 5 times the antioxidants of brown rice, and the protein levels are higher than any other rice on the market.
And it's purple,
and
right?
it's purple rice.
And it was
but I was saying from
LSU,
that bowl, the fish. Lots of healthy omega-3s, plus you got lots of your veggies in there, just looking. And that last one, was that another bowl that we were seeing right there, or is that one of the hot
Correct.
dishes?
That's another bowl that we have, and along with our ahi tuna, and we've got we've brought in escalar, we brought in our house-made wet tuna, which is more geared towards the Hawaiian end of it, where we marinated in soy and ponzu and some green onions and sweet yellow onions, and topped it off with some tempura crunch. And so
looks like got a little edamame there.
Correct. Some edamame and some seaweed salad, and
looks like
all my
a lot
favorites.
of healthy things in one bowl.
Correct.
Where you're getting your greens.
Yes.
You can still stay low carb with the options that you have, but then you're getting the healthy fish as well. So anybody, when they're thinking about going out fast food or going out and they're not sure that they can because of the diet they're on, they could probably make it work there.
Light and lean, fast and fresh.
I like that.
So.
Yeah.
That's wonderful. And, a lot of people are on keto right now. They're trying a lot of things. It's like you want to say to somebody, how's your keto going? Very few people go, my keto's going great. They just don't, because it's tough. It's hard to do it. There are people that can do it.
I'm thinking the biggest thing, and that's always been my proponent, is that you should eat healthy and something that you can sustain
That's right.
for a healthy lifestyle, so.
That's right.
Yeah.
And so really you need to invite a friend and go over to Finbomb, because that would be a cool place to try something different, try something new. And then you can always say, hey, Charlie told me to come over here.
Yes, come
That's
on
right.
by. Make sure you mention my name. I'd love to meet you. Absolutely.
Yeah, because you have been, now let's talk about, you haven't been open that long, and you have been there making sure it's all going well.
Well, yeah, we've just opened up a couple of months ago, and opening in COVID is a challenging deal.
You're not scared. You're obviously a brave soul.
No, I've always said scared money never wins. So I'm taking that from Wesley Snipes, by the way, from the movie. No, it's one, and our model is great for people that just want to walk in, build their burrito, and get out. If you don't want to, we've got dining inside, we've got patio dining, but the whole concept is fast and fresh. So if you want to get out and go home, grab it and go. It's perfect for it.
So, but you're a Partners One member, and you have been, and that's actually how we came across you.
Correct.
And so, your experiences with Partners One is they've kind of helped you get your business rolling.
Partners One has been a member. A great relationship with me, and in all, I would say, 15 plus years. I go back before Partners One, when Partners One evolved. From other companies I've been involved with. When it started out in its infancy, and Partners One is one of those companies that brings all these companies together in the community, and it's just a win-win situation for businesses or people that you would never have, people that would never know about you. That Partners brings those people into your realm.
That's been our experience, and we've had nothing but great experiences. And one of the things I wanted to mention about Finbomb, we only have about, a little less than a minute, is you're franchising.
Correct.
You're looking at national franchising. So if you go to Finbomb and you love it, you might be able to buy into the franchise, open your own Finbomb,
Sure.
and we'll come by there and see you too.
Sure, yeah. My business partner and I, we've opened our first location in Reno, Nevada.
Wow.
Spent many months up there just fine-tuning everything. We've come back to Baton Rouge, opened our Baton Rouge location. We're in the process of launching our franchise program this quarter, and we've partnered with franchise group out of St. Louis, Missouri, and they are putting us fast and forward on everything.
Well, we are looking forward to coming to Finbomb and having a little party. So
Sounds good to
thank
me.
you so much for coming. So Arlington Shopping Center, Wesley, Highland Road, by Rouse's. You got to stop by and see him. And we're going to be right back with Benny DiChiara talking about some amazing Christian music.
Hey y'all, I'm Amanda Shaw. We all know Louisiana is as fun as all get out. So get out, take a road trip, and explore everything Louisiana has to offer. Fill her up and try a new restaurant that's as fun-loving as it is food-loving. Grab the family and take off for monumental adventures at our 21 state parks. Or take a magical minivan tour along our 19 scenic trails and byways and rediscover the character and characters that make our state a lot like nowhere else. Louisiana is a trip. Take one today and enjoy a close by, far from ordinary adventure that's sure to feed your soul.
This is Lieutenant Governor Billy Nungesser. Plan your road trip at LouisianaIsATrip.com.
You're invited to the first annual Flower Fest benefiting St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Immerse yourself into this year's Louisiana Promenade theme as Pointe Marie Square is transformed into a floral haven, followed by a floral-inspired Louisiana Promenade Gala. Festival and gala tickets are on sale now at theflowerfest.com. Follow us on social media at theflowerfestLA.
Since the early 1800s, the Selassie family has played a significant role in the retail industry in Louisiana. Stuart Selassie has achieved the Certified Diamond Graduate designation from the prestigious Gemological Institute of America. What that means to you, whether it's appraisals, design, build, repair, or diamond sales, you have an expert you can count on. At Selassie's, you make all the right choices. Selassie Jewelry and Fine Gifts in the heart of the Denham Springs Antique District. Find them on Facebook.
Are you a business owner that could use just one more customer? Those empty tables, vacant appointments, idle employees, and expired merchandise are missed opportunities. What if there were a community that connects you to high-value and motivated customers, giving you a competitive edge in the marketplace and increasing your revenue? Introducing Partners One. You keep doing what you do best, taking care of your customers, and we'll do what we do best, sending you new customers to take care of. Call us today to find out how Partners One can work for your business.
Hi, I'm Dr. Ron Mcmorris of Elite Chiropractic in Livingston Parish, conveniently located off the I-12 corridor in Walker and Albany. If you suffer from sciatica, migraines, or other pain conditions, give us a call to see if we have a technique that best fits you. We have multiple techniques, including chiropractic adjustments, massage therapy, dry needling, rehab, and much more. Again, I'm Dr. Ron McMorris with Elite Chiropractic in Livingston Parish, Walker, and Albany.
Where else can you take the trail less traveled at a pace all your own? Where else? Escape to one of Louisiana's 21 state parks for a picture-perfect getaway.
Where else can you be a world away and this close to home?
And you're back with the Rocket Right Show. I'm Dr. Kay Solar in the house with Hurricane Betsy Barnes. And we're so glad to have my dear friend, Benny DiChiara, with us. Hey.
How are you?
Benny, and so many folks might know Benny as a businessman here, and we're going to talk about his background, but I've known Benny for so long through the music side of things, and a lot of folks don't know that he has a Christian rock band called Empowered that is really hitting the nation and some #1 charts around the country. But let's start from the beginning. Let's talk about how a lot of people might know you around town from your business.
Yeah, from my ad agency. So
Yes.
been in business since 97 in town here. As a matter of fact, through my advertising agency is how we got to know each
Right.
other, because Blue Bayou was one of my accounts, really nice people there, and they used the summer concert series, and so there's a certain young dude, CJ Solar something, whatever,
Yeah.
and so
Yes,
so we used to do some things.
I remember when he called me the first time they were looking for a young band to open for these girls, Allie and AJ. That was my first call, and the boys were all at a basketball camp, and it was like, can they do 30 minutes of pop? I'm like, what's pop? Yeah, they can do it. They can do it. And boy, we did that several
And how old
summers.
were they? How old were they then?
Oh, like
10,
CJ
12?
might have been 12 and they were 10. I think might
Something
have been when
crazy.
we started. It was they were very young, and I remember Benny asking them, "So, are you writing music? Like, do you have your own CD?"
Oh, it's coaching.
And he was always coaching. He was just always coaching. And the next summer, I remember CJ going, "Mom, can we go in and record a CD? Because, Benny can't say that we're still working on that CD." And they did. And I was like the merch queen of the mom. And Benny coached them. Benny coached them so good because they were a little bit timid, if you can imagine. If you see CJ now, you wouldn't believe it. But he would just go to the edge of that stage, CJ, just a little bit further. And the first time when he stepped off the stage onto a big concrete thing, I'm like, you would be so proud,
So
Benny.
fun. I got a phone call, right? She's like, he's out there. I'm like, that was fantastic.
Yeah,
So,
but his coaching, we've known each other for a long time.
For a long time.
And you have been doing the music actually for a long time. It's
For a
not
long
the
time.
overnight success.
It
that
rarely
people
is,
think.
right?
Right.
It rarely is. So we released our first full-length CD in 2012, and that's the Soul Cry CD. So
And that's for your band.
for my band,
Yes.
right?
Empowered.
And so
Empowered.
we did that, and we would do the local thing, and we played the park a bunch of times with it and everything. Really got to open for some really, really cool band. Audio Adrenaline, fantastic. Mercy Me and
love that.
several
Switchfoot.
a couple of
lots of bands.
times.
So
So lots
folks
of
are gonna
bands
have,
for that.
like, heard of
So
that.
that was fun to do, and so let me just say, in my BC life. And so before I knew Jesus, right, I had a secular rock band in New Orleans. So we did the New Orleans circuit. So my hair was, like y'all's, and now less is more. So it's just a funny thing, but it keeps you humble.
Well, and Empowered is a Christian rock band.
Rock band. So there's a lot of a lot of praise
rock
and
for
worship
Jesus,
bands,
yes.
but we're more performance and worship. So secularly, people think, and we get compared to Bon Jovi, Boston, Journey, Imagine Dragons, that type thing. And so, but on the Christian side of it, Little Skillet, Little Building 429, Little Seventh Time Down, Little those guys. As a matter of fact, Seventh Time Down, we opened for them in Slidell at a music festival in 2019, at the end of 2019. And so we were last band on before them in 3 days, which is the title track for our new record, which I brought each one of you one. So
thank you. I can't wait.
And so, and
That's
as we're
so
going
cool.
into Easter, that's what the song's about, right? There's power in what happened in those 3 days.
That's
So we're at the end of our opening set, and I'm like, we're gonna end it with like, who's ready for Seventh Time Down? Everybody's screaming, and I'm like, this next song, it's just no matter what you've done in your life, God took care of it in 3 days. Let's go. Boom, blew the stage up. So after we did that set, I'm talking to Mikey Howard. He's their lead singer and founder. And we talked for an hour backstage, highly uncommon, right? It's not, and we talked, and he's like, it's kind of like God was saying, I need to produce your next record. So I laughed, and but we exchanged information and talked, and then the next thing you know, within a few months, we're in Nashville, cutting a killer. See, the things that God used him to do in this thing is ridiculous. So it's next level stuff. So. It's been really, really exciting. So the first single off of it was Listen to the Children. We shot the video, the official video for that, all downtown Baton Rouge.
Which is amazing.
Yeah, it was fun.
It is awesome.
That was fun. And I've got where's my photo? Gary's in the back. Gary and Richie, good friends of mine, we're a local production company. They do all of our official videos and stuff.
Well, the videos are amazing. I was hoping that we were going to show a clip on it, but they can go to your website, tell the website, and it links to the YouTube with all the videos.
If they go to the website, it's Rockin', ROCKIN, the number 4, Jesus. So it's really easy, right? RockinForJesus.com. Yeah. And on YouTube, you just go to Empowered 3 Days or Empowered Listen to the Children, and all the official videos are up there. And Gary, who's here taking some shots, he was the lead guy on the last 3 days video. So it's just
and these
crazy
songs,
stuff.
Radio, have been doing well, going number
really
one
well
on
a couple of charts.
Yeah, a couple of charts.
Just it's amazing what God will do when we get out of his way.
Little is much when God is in it.
Right? Because when I was secular music, we were trying to be famous. Mm-hmm. Just because that's what you do, right? And so there was all those type things. And then once I got saved, I was like,
oh yeah, here's a picture of the band rocking it out with all the lights there.
Yeah, that's from the ending of the Listen to the Children video.
Okay, cool beans.
Great stage.
And so I think the picture showed the logo with Empowered, and there's 5 members.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So are they all local?
All
guys?
local, except my hair from back in the day, Jeff, who's our bass player. He's the youngest. He's in Slidell, but the rest of us are local. So
name the people in your band.
So on the left is Mick Capdeville, the drummer who does not quit. He's incredible. Shane Madere Jr., he's our lead guitar player. There's that bald guy. And then Jeff plays bass, and Justin Burdett on the far side, he's the other guitarist. And these guys are just incredible musicians, and just, I can't say enough about playing with family.
They really rock out. But
it's fun.
When you were talking about, God kind of like, you quit trying to be the star, you putting out the message in a great form and just kind of letting God do his thing. But you had a life-altering event, which I didn't realize. It's been 5.5 years now. Yeah. Tell folks what you went through and kind of how that changed things too.
Yeah, 5.5 years ago, in October of 2015, actually, I was up late watching the news because I had a big decision to make, so I was trying to get some information, and I fell asleep on my sofa. So the next morning, my alarm went off, and my wife came out of the bedroom with my phone extended, and I've got a 20-minute gap. I don't remember anything from that point. So basically, went horizontal, and fell on my wood floors, did not catch myself, struck my head. I had a double fracture in the back of my head, a frontal lobe crush, traumatic brain injury with a brain bleed. So my wife says I tried to crawl to the recliner. I don't recall that. We went, she says you need to lay down in a bed. Now I'm a Navy corpsman, so I have enough background medically to know you don't lay somebody down with a head injury, but I wasn't thinking. And after a while, the signs just came where we needed to go. So she got me to the emergency room. It was in the emergency room. I've had more MRIs and CT scans than I can tell you. And it just, ICU for a day, observation for a couple of days in the hospital, and then they're like, the only way the brain can heal is you need rest. And so no TV, no radio, no social media, no work, no nothing. I was down, I think the first month I was sleeping 20 hours a day. So Donna had a 3-hour rotation. She'd wake me up, give me something. I weighed 198 when I got hurt. I was down in the 160s at the end of the first month. Wow. So there's easier ways to lose weight, people. I'm just saying.
Yeah, for sure.
But sure. God will do something. I don't know. People go, what did you think about all that? And it's I consider myself a strong Christian, but it's a wake up call, right? And so there was a long process. The third song on this new record is called Jeremiah 29:11, and
that's my favorite verse.
I have to mine as well, right? And now Jeremiah is a crazy book if you get into it, but that's the best promise in the Bible, right? Plans to prosper you, not harm you, to give you a hope in a future, and and I live on that promise. And in my recovery time in November, it had been about a month. And most people don't get this, and some people may think this is crazy, but if you live it, it's not. I got an audible male voice in my house, and God was speaking to me saying, I have huge and great plans for you coming out of this thing. Mm-hmm. And I cried like a baby. This happened like 3 days in a row. And on that third day, he literally started giving me lyrics. So every lyric in that song is not me, it's given, but in a direct sense. So I was scared, but so excited about that, right? Because I realized I had that experience, and it's an incredible thing.
Well, I know that you astounded physicians in your recovery, and we're so glad that you recovered, and that you have such an amazing project going on. And we really want to encourage folks to check out the music. Yes. It will really lift your spirits, and
the videos, share them. And you got news, you got to come back and tell us, because
I'll give you some.
Secret.
I got some pretty big news later, but Spotify, iTunes, YouTube Music, all of the streaming platforms. We're at about 82,000 streams now for the Listen to the Children. So it's starting to build a little bit.
There is so much going on that we don't even have enough time to talk about it. We are going to have you back.
We can do that.
Because it's great. Empowered. RockinForJesus.com. Check it out, y'all. And we'll be up next with the Gala Goes Grease. Stay put.
My biggest concern was my family, and being able to see me come home every day and know everything is going to be okay. I felt comfortable that I was being treated by some of the best. There were some scary points along the way, but it's just kind of like been a little blip in the road.
Money, wellness, fun. Rocket Right Radio takes you all across Louisiana and the nation with guests who live life to the fullest.
I'm Hurricane Betsy Barnes.
I'm Dr. Kay Solar.
You're gonna love it.
Join us every week when we cover
everything under the sun.
Live and learn with the Wright sisters.
Politics,
health,
music and entertainment,
local agnet.
Rocket Right Radio. You're gonna love it.
Remember that Whitetail Properties is not your average resale real estate company. Land specialist and MSU alum Jeff Taylor's sole purpose is uniting buyers and sellers of recreational land. And if you're interested in timberland hunting, farm, or ranch land, visit Jeff or give him a call. He invites you to learn more how he can help. 601-248-9433. The number to call. You can visit the website, whitetailproperties.com.
Join us for the 3rd Street Songwriters Festival Saturday, March 20th, outdoors at Pointe Marie, located near the Louisiana Casino in Baton Rouge. Live music, an arts market, and food trucks starting at noon. Hit Writers Showcase at 7 p.m. featuring Louisiana's CJ Solar, Rick Huckabee, and Blake Griffith, who have written songs by Morgan Wallen, Jason Aldean, Tim McGraw, and others. For more info and tickets to the featured events, 3rdstreetsongwritersfestival.com. Fun for the whole family.
You're invited to the first annual Flower Fest benefiting St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Immerse yourself into this year's Louisiana Promenade theme as Pointe Marie Square is transformed into a floral haven, followed by a floral-inspired Louisiana Promenade Gala. Festival and gala tickets are on sale now at theflowerfest.com. Follow us on social media at theflowerfestLA.
Hey y'all, I'm Amanda Shaw. We all know Louisiana is as fun as all get out. So get out, take a road trip, and explore everything Louisiana has to offer. Fill her up and try a new restaurant that's as fun-loving as it is food-loving. Grab the family and take off for monumental adventures at our 21 state parks. Or take a magical minivan tour along our 19 scenic trails and byways and rediscover the character and characters that make our state a lot like nowhere else. Louisiana is a trip. Take one today and enjoy a close by, far from ordinary adventure that's sure to feed your soul.
This is Lieutenant Governor Billy Nungesser. Plan your road trip at LouisianaIsATrip.com.
And you're back with Rocket Right, and we're so glad that you could join us. I'm Hurricane Betsy Barnes here with Dr. K. Solar, and we are so excited that our medical segment is brought to you each week by Mary Bird Perkins, Our Lady of the Lake Cancer Center.
Yes, and today we have with us via phone Miss Chrissy Dupuy, who's going to tell us all about this really cool event they have coming up called the Gala Goes Grease. Gala Goes Grease. That's a bunch of G's in there. Chrissy, are you with us? Chrissy?
Yes.
Yes. All right, there you are.
I want to make sure we got a good connection.
It's so crazy, and y'all can see what Chrissy looks like up there if you're in TV viewing land. But so let's talk about this. This is a big fundraising event. It's normally live. Things are going to be different this year. Tell us all about it.
Yeah, so this is the annual fundraising event for Mary Bird Perkins, Our Lady of the Lake Cancer Center. And normally it's a big 1,000-person event at LaBerge. And, of course, this year we had to make adjustments due to COVID-19. But the last few years we've gone all in on theme. We had a global event, a Gatsby event. And this year we didn't want to change that with Greece. So next Thursday, March 25th, we are going to have a variety show experience that will show through Facebook Live and YouTube, and it's going to transport you back to the 1950s and feel like a classic variety show.
So I see we just showed a graphic at a Facebook Live. Is that where folks are going to attend? Do they need to buy tickets? Are they going to be giving donations? How's it going to work since it's not live this year in person?
Yeah, so of course donations are still vital to the Cancer Center to help cancer patients in our community, but due to the difference in the event this year, we are not selling tickets, but we are asking people in lieu of tickets to make donations to the event. And we also have a really cool component. We have 10 individuals in our community who are on our prom court. Can't have a great Grease event without a prom. And so they are competing for prom king and queen, and whoever raises the most money, female and male, will win that title. And so you can find all 10 of those awesome community leaders at thegalagoes.org. So donations, supporting the prom court, and then we're also going to have a silent auction that will launch next week.
Okay, cool. So now folks should go to the website. I saw the prom court on the website there, and so they're promoting getting donations so they can, it's perfect time for a prom court, right?
Yes.
I mean, this time of the year, so that's a cool thing. Now, what is some of that money going to go for? Because I know y'all do such great things, but just let folks know what all that money's going to do that's raised from this event. What's it going to help out with?
Absolutely. This year, more than ever, donations are needed that much more. I mean, of course, during COVID, cancer did not stop. And one of the things that makes Mary Bird Perkins, Our Lady of the Lake Cancer Center, so great is that we are a comprehensive cancer center. So in addition to treating the body when they are going through cancer, we have support services, we have nutritional services, we offer free cancer screenings. throughout the community, anything you can think of to wrap a cancer patient and kind of get them through that journey is what your donations and the community's donations will help Mary Bird do for their cancer patients.
So folks can go to the website, and I think that's marybirdlake.org/Gala Goes. I think we have that up on the screen because there's a few hyphens in there and that kind of stuff. So they're going to see the prom court. They can donate from the site. It gives a link. Does it give a link to the Facebook page where they can tune in and see things live?
Yes, absolutely. So the website has all of the information on how to watch the event, how to donate, support the incredible prom court, all the information you need.
So talk about that. If we tune in on the Facebook Live from the Mary Bird Facebook page, what time does that start? How long does it go? And I know you kind of briefly said what people would see, but tell us a little bit more about that.
Absolutely. So it's March 25th, which is next Thursday at 7 p.m., and it'll be roughly an hour. So in addition to seeing all of those awesome people on the prom court live, we also have some really great dance numbers, some skits. The event is going to be hosted by Leo Honeycutt. It's really going to feel like you've been transported back to the 1950s. We have some fun surprises in there as well. It's going to be really entertaining.
Cool. And you had mentioned the silent auction. Where are those items going to be? On the Facebook, on the website, or both?
Absolutely. So, yes, we are going to have a silent auction, and it's going to be a really easy link that you'll be able to click on through your phone and bid directly through there. And the silent auction is going to launch on Monday. So on Monday, we'll put all that information on our website and on our Facebook page so people can easily get that information and start bidding.
And they can pre-shop. Who doesn't love some pre-shopping, right?
Absolutely, and we have some really cool stuff this year.
Yeah, so a couple of years ago, Kay and I went to Gala Goes Gatsby, and that was so fun with the theme.
Mm-hmm.
And then you did Gala Goes Global. And somehow you were able to come up with Gala Goes Grease. I wonder how many other G's could there be. But it was so beautifully done. And I think that people miss seeing each other. But there's no reason people couldn't invite some friends over and enjoy this as a watch party and just kind of have a celebration at home with people that would normally be going to the gala with.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. Yeah. That would be wonderful. And thank you for mentioning those past events. We really tried to go all in on theme again this year and give people just a really, really fun experience through Gala Goes Grease.
You know, and it doesn't take up a lot of time. Like you said, it's going to be a 1-hour show. So that's something people should put on their calendars and plan on, tuning in. And even if they're not available at that time, there's a lot of ways that they can participate through the silent auction, through donations, through helping pick the prom king and queen from their favorite peeps. That's all going to go. The money's to a good cause.
And we do have a lot of talented people in our area, and we have people who aren't shy at all. And so I can just imagine some of the fun they've had practicing and getting ready for the performances. Mm-hmm. And that's going to be a lot of fun to enjoy with them.
And this all, even though it's virtual, it still takes, you've got some corporate sponsors to help pull this off, right? Do you want to mention some of those?
Absolutely. First and foremost, our presenting sponsor, GMFS. We are so grateful to them. They are wonderful partners at Mary Bird Perkins Cancer Center. Lee Michaels, who is the sponsor of the prom court. We also have performance contractors, MMR, Capital One. We are so grateful that so many of our corporate partners still stepped up this year and are supporting us this year as they always have.
Well, we always appreciate that, and Mary Bird Perkins, OLOL Cancer Center, does so much great work in the community. I hope folks will participate in this event in some degree, however they can, watching that night or donating, purchasing something from the silent auction. There's so many options to be able to participate. Is there anything about this event that we have forgot to mention, Chrissy?
I think you covered it all. Thank you guys so much. And I think the most exciting thing, in addition to raising the funds on March 25th, is you'll get to see live the prom king and queen get crowned. So that's going to be really, really exciting and a fun incentive for people to tune in for.
It will be a surprise. So make sure folks tune in for that. Thank you so much for joining us. We've been talking with Chrissy Dupuy with Bird Perkins, Arley of the Lake Cancer Center, talking Gala Goes Grease. So y'all make sure that you tune in. Thank you for joining us. And Bets,
thank you so much.
There's a whole bunch of more things going on, like the Flower Fest coming up to benefit St. Jude.
That's right. So Bird Perkins does a great job in our community, and there's a lot of people that really do need their support. But we have some very, very generous people all around the greater Baton Rouge area. And so one of the things that that we are doing, not only personally, but also through Rocket Right, is we're supporting the Flower Fest of Louisiana. So it's the Flower Fest. It is a huge competition, like the Netflix original series, where there's a big floral competition. There's 11.
See, I hadn't watched that Netflix one, Betsy.
You've got to see it. You've got to see it. So it is fantastic. So it is going to be 11 different floral designers building gigantic Louisiana-themed arrangements all along Pointe Marie's lawn.
Kind of like giant floats, but in one stationary.
It is. Yeah. And it's going to be incredible. And the reason that this is so important, it's happening Easter weekend, which is April 3rd and 4th. You can bring your kids during the day. You need to go see theflowerfest.com, or you need to go at Flowerfest LA on Instagram or on Facebook. All the money raised goes to St. Jude, which treats what? Cancer for children. So all different types of cancer for children. And so what we want to do is we want to see this event be very successful, be able to do it each and every year. It's going to be held April 3rd and 4th. There is just being able to walk through and see the arrangements, but there's also a black tie gala, and on Sunday you can still go and take pictures with your family, and there's food trucks and music.
Lots of photo ops for Easter weekend with the family.
And we're going to share that with you. And so please go buy a ticket, and if you can't go, make a donation, because we want to help St. Jude. So we'll be right back and tell you more good stuff.
And benefits and lots more fun coming up in our next segment when we talk about the 3rd Street Songwriters Festival, where I've been working my butt off with.
Yes, she has. And it's going to be a great time to be had by all. Live music out at Pointe Marie in the beautiful sunshine.
Hi, I'm Dr. Ron Mcmorris of Elite Chiropractic in Livingston Parish, conveniently located off the I-12 corridor in Walker and Albany. If you suffer from sciatica, migraines, or other pain conditions, give us a call to see if we have a technique that best fits you. We have multiple techniques, including chiropractic adjustments, massage therapy, dry needling, rehab, and much more. Again, I'm Dr. Ron McMorris with Elite Chiropractic in Livingston Parish, Walker, and Albany.
Some call it joie de vivre, the joy of life. In Louisiana, it's our way of life. From music that shakes up your senses to food that wakes up your palate. That joy vibrates in every note we play and spices up every meal we serve. So come live life to the fullest. Come one, come y'all, come feed your soul in Louisiana. I'm Sean Ardway, inviting you to plan your trip at louisianatravel.com.
Remember that Whitetail Properties is not your average resale real estate company. Land specialist and MSU alum Jeff Taylor's sole purpose is uniting buyers and sellers of recreational land. And if you're interested in timberland hunting, farm, or ranch land, visit Jeff or give him a call. He invites you to learn more how he can help. 601-248-9433. The number to call. You can visit the website, whitetailproperties.com.
Slimshot is the most in-demand injection in medical weight loss, and we are pleased to offer it at Causey Med Aesthetic. This safe and effective injection helps boost your metabolism, supports increased energy, burns body fat, and reduces appetite. These shots can be taken safely once a week or as needed when your weight loss is at a standstill. Slimshot combined with touchless lipo treatments produce a powerful 1-2 punch for targeting that stubborn body fat.
Join us for the 3rd Street Songwriters Festival Saturday, March 20th, outdoors at Pointe Marie, located near the Rouge Casino in Baton Rouge. Live music, an arts market, and food trucks starting at noon. Hit Writers Showcase at 7 p.m. featuring Louisiana's CJ Solar, Rick Huckabee, and Blake Griffith, who have written songs by Morgan Wallen, Jason Aldean, Tim McGraw, and others. For more info and tickets to the featured events, 3rdstreetsongwritersfestival.com. Fun for the whole family.
Where else can you take the trail less traveled at a pace all your own? Where else? Escape to one of Louisiana's 21 state parks for a picture-perfect getaway.
Where else can you be a world away and this close to home?
I had a meeting with Dr. Barfield, and it kind of just hit me. It probably is cancer. After the surgery, I wasn't scared anymore. I was looking forward to getting started with chemo. Not one time did I get a nurse in a bad mood. I was here for 5 hours at a time, and I did not dread coming. To get people from around the country to come to Baton Rouge, that says a lot right there, that this place is cutting edge.
We're so glad that you could be with us. We're especially glad you could be with us because now I am going to interview Dr. K. Solar, who is the founder of the very first Singer-Songwriter Festival in the entire state of Louisiana. 437 festivals we usually have. And Kay was the first one to have a Singer-Songwriter Festival. Welcome, Kay. We're so glad you could join us.
Thank you for having me. Thank you, Betsy. I'm so glad to be on the show with you here.
And it's really nice of you to bring some refreshments.
I did, because you know I like to bring a party everywhere I come. And so our friends with Sugarfield Distillery, this is their peach liqueur. It is amazing. It's very strong on the peach. And it's just so awesome, and they are really partnering with us at the festival. So they are doing the drink pairings with the cochon de lait dinner, which for our listeners, I hate to say, it sold out. For me, it sold out. Yeah. Because it has such amazing drink pairings. That's going to go with some fantastic food from City Pork, because, you know, who better to do a cochon de lait than City Pork, right?
That's
so
right. Our
girls, Katie and Jessica, are going to be out there, and it's going to be a grand time and look beautiful. But there are also our festival. We're wrapping everything that we normally do in a 3-day weekend into one day for the official festival. But while I'm on the Sugarfield Distillery, we have some partnering events. So on Friday night, I don't know if anyone was out there last weekend with me on Friday night with the new On Point, Live on Point concert series that started.
Pointe Marie by Louverge on River Road.
Yes, we saw, and which is where the festival is going to be there. It's still called 3rd Street Songwriters Festival, but with the limitations on indoor music, we felt we needed to move it outdoors. Pointe Marie is a beautiful place. Most folks know where the Louverge is. If you're like going to Ballet Park, you just hop onto River Road. You're going to fall into Pointe Marie. They've got a beautiful grassy space out there with a big band pavilion, and it's going to be a fantastic time. And we're going to have good weather. It says, I've been praying for it, and so far it says no rain in our forecast, so we're thrilled about that. But their concert series was out there last weekend for the first one with Chiwis, so they're bringing in
so much fun. And this is a place where you can bring your kids, your dog, your friends, and just come out and have a nice time. Bring your blankets, your pop-up chairs.
Yeah, so Friday night we were out there. It was a wonderful experience. CJ is bringing in his full band thanks to the sponsorship of Sugarfield Distillery for Friday night,
the 19th.
Out there. So, and local singer-songwriter Barry Abear is going to debut some brand new music with a full band show opening for CJ. It'll be from 7 to 10.
Is it sold out?
No, not at this time. 150 tickets will be sold online. I suggest you get them. My husband does not like me to have to change our plans if we show up and things are sold out, because they are still needing to follow
and now you can have
the
a larger
quotas
group. So
for
if a few
250.
people show up, you could accommodate a few more maybe.
Well, that's why, they have like their residents attend, and so 150 will be sold online. I suggest anybody who wants to go, they ought to get them online. They will be selling them at the door unless they reach a quota.
But they sold out for the Chiwis.
They did, and so I think it's going to be the new hot spot for live music outdoors under the situation that we're in. It's a beautiful space. The lights were great. You bring, like you said, you bring your chair, your blanket, you throw down on the grass. You can socially distance doing that. They've got food trucks. They're going to have curbside burger there on Friday night.
I was going to say, I was going to ask, do people need to bring their own food, their own drinks, or everything's out there available if you want it?
On Friday night with their concert series, they have walk-ons doing a bar there for a cash bar. They've got their own site, Blue Ends Cafe, and they've got curbside burgers and also Chicago Lou's food truck, and they'll have city gelato. So all that's going to be Friday night. So I'm thinking that the whole weekend should start there on Friday night, and then everybody come back for the festival on Saturday. It's a full day of events from 12 to 5. We're not only going to have singer-songwriters playing throughout the green square in about 6 different spots on the grass. You can find your a place that you want to light, throw down your blanket and chairs, listen to some music. There will be food trucks there. There's going to be Dat's Italian, the wood-fired pizzas. So how about a picnic with a wood-fired pizza, right?
With some of the best musicians that you could hear in singer-songwriter rounds. And if you've been to any previous
very laid
Songwriters
back
festivals for 3rd Street, you might have 3, you might have 5, you might have 6, and they just take turns singing and sometimes collaborating together, and it's wonderful.
Telling a little story behind the song.
And
it's
what
a great
inspired
intimate
them?
setting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that'll be going on. We've got the food trucks. We're going to have Chicago Lou again there. We're going to have a snowball thing for the kids, and this year for the first time we're going to have an arts market. So because not only the musicians haven't been able to play, they haven't been able to play this year. They've been creating new music, writing lots of new songs, so they're excited about playing that. But also your visual artists, they've been creating too, and they haven't had any markets or places really to show their wares. So we've got 20 vendors. We are going to have some live art demonstrations. We got some ladies that are coming to paint live. It's just going to be a great afternoon. And as you said, it's kid friendly. You can bring the dog. It's just a wonderful time, and that's all free to the public. We just want everybody to come out and have a great time with us, enjoying the day, the music, the arts, from noon to 5. We've got our and that may continue. If people are out there and the arts market's doing great, and the songwriters will probably continue playing throughout our Chandelier dinner, which will be, in a separate area. And then the Hit Writer Show starts at 7. That is a ticketed event, but you can get them in advance on our festival website at thirdstreetsongwritersfestival.com. But you'll be able to get them that night as well, and that's going to be a very intimate setting. We've got some great local folks that I actually just announced today. Some of our local singer-songwriters that are going to be playing. A couple were in the top 10 finalists in our song contest that we ran last year, and so we've got Adam Dale from Baton Rouge here. Folks might know him. We've got Bo Young from out of Lafayette. We've got Claire Keller. We're going to have a girl round. Claire Keller, Ashton Gill, who was on American Idol, and Elena Lott. They're going to do a round before the Hit Writer round, which is going to be CJ Solar, Rick Huckabee, and Blake Griffith. All Louisiana-rooted guys, with some big things going on.
We have more talent in Louisiana, and if you didn't catch all that, you can go to the 3rd Street SongwritersFestival.com and see the whole layout. But you don't have to go for the whole time. You could pop in for a couple of hours, go to something, come back. This is a great way for you to be in a beautiful neighborhood and just enjoying being together with other people.
Yes, and the good thing, it's kid-friendly. I've noticed in the past when we were downtown that some folks come out for the day and they hang out for the day day, and they don't do the night event. And some people just, come for the night events.
But a lot of people during the day in previous years have not brought their kids.
They haven't because it's been down,
more in
and
restaurants.
I've tried to have, a couple of venues downtown that kids could go in, but a lot of them were bar restaurants or bars. And so the entire thing is kid friendly. Whether you come during the day or at night, you can bring your kids, you can bring your dog. My dog loved it. He gave a tour of Pointe Marie, so you can check that out on our festival Facebook page. And granted, the website is thirdstreetsongwritersfestival.com, spelled out third, but the Facebook page is 3RD, Third Street Songwriters Festival, and that's where we'll have, the latest announcements and any kind of updates of things that are going on. I've been announcing who some of our arts market participants are on there and featuring some of the songwriters, so folks can definitely check it out there.
It's time to socialize, y'all. It's time to get out the house.
And that's our flyer. It'll be on there. It outlines the entire day of events. Officially Saturday, March 20th, but our partnering events with Pointe Marie for their own Pointe Live concert series with CJ Solar Full Band, Barry Abear opening on Friday night. And then, as always, we love our folks down at Jolie Pearl, even though we're moving away from 3rd Street this year to be outdoors. But Songwriter Sunday will be going on as usual there on Sunday afternoon, featuring some of our songwriters, especially some of those that are specifically coming in town for the event.
Well, we are so glad that we're going to see you, hopefully at Pointe Marie. We are really looking forward to seeing CJ and all of his friends that he's bringing for a really good time. But thank you for putting this on. Always a good time for us.
Try.
So, that's right. 3rd Street Songwritersfestival.com. Go get your tickets. And just remember, if you're going to rock it, make sure you rock it right. Woo!
Are you a business owner that could use just one more customer? Those empty tables, vacant appointments, idle employees, and expired merchandise are missed opportunities. What if there were a community that connects you to high-value and motivated customers, giving you a competitive edge in the marketplace and increasing your revenue? Introducing Partners One. You keep doing what you do best, taking care of your customers, and we'll do what we do best, sending you new customers to take care of. Call us today to find out how Partners One can work for your business.
Rock It Right with Betsy Barnes and Dr. K. Solar is brought to you by these generous sponsors. Partners One, better barter for Baton Rouge and beyond.
Mary Bird Perkins, Our Lady of the Lake Cancer Center, Selassie Jewelry and Fine Gifts, Advantage Health Solutions with Dr. Boyd Michael Helm, Hightower Dental Concepts with Dr. Leah Larson, City Group Hospitality including City Pork Brasserie and Bar, City Pork Catering, City Slice, City Taco, Rouge Creole, and Beau Soleil.
Talent 360 Consulting with Vicki Little. Jeff Taylor, Realtor and Forester with Whitetail Properties. The 3rd Street Songwriters Festival. Elite Chiropractic with Dr. Ron Mcmorris. Causey Medesthetic and Dr. Danielle Causey. LouisianaIsATrip.com, Take One. Beauvoir Park, and the Flower Fest Louisiana at Pointe Marie. Thank you for making our show possible.